What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another live stream. Today is going to be a little different. We're going to hop in WED. I'm literally going to start a brand new project for TearWearDesigns. It's going to be totally built from the ground up. Pretty much, the entire thing is pretty much going to be on stream. So if you want to sit back, relax, enjoy, have fun with this, you know, we're going to probably listen to some music. We're going to enjoy. So yeah, welcome everyone to the first tutorial of World Editor for X-Plane 11 and 12. So WED is probably the easiest things about scenery development, but it's very time tedious, very excruciating pain. However, I am going to try my very best to explain every single thing that I can to you guys to help you. So, without further ado, we are going to go ahead and start hopping in some things that we can get some things rolling so I can show you guys how we do this. Okay, so the first things first, right? You need to get Ortho. Okay, so just, you know, locate your Ortho for XP. You know, mine's right here. So open your Ortho for XP, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna go on the map, figure out where the airport is you want to make, right? Mine is about right here-ish. Oh, excuse me, I'm already tired. Okay, so this might be one of those airports where it's like right on the edge. So okay, so when you select it, you know, just double click it so you get the yellow square, right? Just go back here, hit the preview thing. I usually do Google. Of course, you cannot make this payware because it is Google. And then just find the airport wherever it may be. Oh boy. Is that it? No. Can't be it. Yeah, there ain't no way. Not up there, not up there. I think it's actually going to be one more over. Okay, easy enough. So we're going to go one more over. This is probably one of the most annoying things, is when you have an issue like this. Here, let me actually exit out and then reopen. I actually did not expect it to be on the edge. It's right here. There it is. Okay, so do zoom level 19. It's going to give you the best quality. And also, we can also go to Bing as well and see which one looks best. Usually Google is more sharper. Bing looks worse. Google's going to be the best bet. So, of course, control and then select all here. And then I usually just like to do a nice little box and then bada bing, bada boom. Hit make geotiffs. And then make sure it's make geotiffs. You don't want to do make ortho. Make sure it's make geotiffs, okay? And then it's going to go ahead and start building the geotiffs here. I mean, I have pretty fast internet, so. All right, cool. So now that's going. Completed. Okay, so now you can hit the power button. Go back up here. Hit back, go to geotiffs. You can see all the files here. Create new folder. I'm going to call it CSG. Just so we have it. Okay, so now here is your ortho files, okay? Of course, when we get into WED, I'm going to show you how to do the whole process of starting the airport. I want to show you how to do all of that. It's not terrible, so don't worry. And you know, even if you want to as well, you can actually, if I'm being completely honest with you, you can go into the files and just kind of like take a look around if you really want. So yeah. Oh. Excuse me. Okay, so yeah, it don't look terrible. Decent ortho, so I'll take it. In our scenery, this mall right here is actually going to be modeled. I'm actually going to show you guys this just so you can get, make sure don't show my location. Cool, it doesn't. Okay. So this right here, we are actually going to model this, this big shopping center. We're going to model this. Walmart is going to be modeled as well, and so is these buildings over here. So this shopping area and this shopping area is going to be completely custom modeled. So don't worry. And the reason why is because it's just so close and so pronounced to the airport that we have to kind of model it, right? So yeah. But anyways, so that is that. This is when I start hating life. Let's go ahead and start opening WED. Opening WED. You're gonna select new scenery package. Of course, I do TearWearDesigns KCSG, right? Open. Okay. Now, it's gonna bring you to this. You're not gonna know where the hell you are. Nothing, right? So. If it'll load. Okay. Let me actually do toggle ESRI imagery. Yeah, let me see if I can just wait for this to load. Hmm. if you always have an issue, this is what you can do. Import from Scenery Gateway. So if you go File, Import from Airport Scenery Gateway, just do the ICAO, Columbus Metro. Next, do the most recent, import. Bada beam, bada boom. Of course, this is that. So let's just delete that. There we go. Okay, so here's where everything starts you kind of got to go, right? So you're going to want to go to here to airport, create airport, and then let's just name it Columbus Metro. Of course, we can also go to Sky Vector and go to where the airport is. Okay, it's actually just Columbus Airport. There we go. Okay, so now this is where things get even more interesting. So what you want to do is you want to go to Sky Vector. I recommend Sky Vector. It's the best thing. Go to Sky Vector, and that's what you want to do. Okay. Excuse me. So this is what you want to do. You want to go to the airport, wherever it is, click it, information. It's going to give you all the runway information, all the lighting information, everything that you need to get it correct. So the first thing you want to do is look at the name, put it in there. Done. Okay. The next thing you want to do is look at the field elevation. It's going to be at the top. Surveyed elevation is 397 feet, right? So 397. There we go. It does have ATC. The airport ICAO is KCSG. Always flatten. There you go. Now that part is done. Okay. So that part is done. Next step, what you want to do is you want to go here to runway. You want to select this. Of course, this is default imagery, right? So this is not going to be the ortho we're going to be using. We're just trying to create a runway so we can save, export, and so we can actually get correct ortho in, okay? So what you want to do is you want to go here to runway. It doesn't matter about all this yet. We'll worry about this later. Just place the runway, and then we'll figure everything out once we get the ortho in. So what you want to do is, let's go ahead and hit Control S, Control B. Ignore this. Ignore that. It's okay. Hit yes. So now, go to XP stuff, custom scenery. Let's scroll down to A, B, C, D, E, F, G, P, Q, R, S, T. There it is. Let's go ahead and rename this so it's up here with all the others. There we go. Now we're going to go new, ortho. Now, this is where it gets fun. You want to open another folder. You want to go to your wherever you created your geotiffs, and you want to extract every single TIFF file into the ortho folder, okay? So you want to exit out of that, go to WED, reopen WED, reopen the same project you were just working on, reopen, boom, everything is still here. You want to go to File, Import Orthophoto, go to where your custom scenery folder is in your X-Plane 11 or 12 installation. Scroll down to wherever your airport file is. Click it. Go to that ortho folder you just made. Click the first one, hold shift, select the last one, click open. Now it's going to ask you if you want to use space optimized resolution of the DDS file. If you click yes, it's going to reduce size, but it's going to reduce the looks, right? I always hit no because I want it to be sharp as possible just for the quality, okay? Now, so it's going to take a little bit. Now it's all loaded. It looks beautiful. Okay, so now it's going to select all this. You want to hit Control G. Control G, and it's going to come up with a group. Name it Ortho. Lock it. Make sure you lock it. Put it down to the bottom, okay? People don't understand what WED is. The way you have your WED overlaid is how it's going to show up. So if you have Ortho all the way at the top and you're putting polygons and stuff below that, there's going to be some stuff messed up in Sim, okay? So now that we got that done, we're going to go into detail on this runway, right? So first off, actually, let me get this right here. You want to move this accordingly. Make sure it's literally right in the middle, because what you don't want is you don't want your center line lights going way off than what it's supposed to be. All right. So make sure it's center line. Make sure it's perfect. So that line you barely see in the middle, make sure it's in line with the actual center line, okay? Now, this is where it becomes fun. So this is what we're going to do. This is runway 6 and 2-4. So we're going to go runway 6-4. It's going to say right here on Sky Vector. It's going to go dimensions, okay? This is the dimensions. Usually I give it like a couple more feet, usually. So it says here 7,000 feet by 150 feet. Okay. So, I mean, the length is pretty fine. It says here 6,997, and I got 6,996.6. So pretty much the same. Scroll down to width, and then just change that to 150. Now it's going to give you the correct width. And then now, select surface, hit transparent. This is going to allow you to put those nice custom polygons into the sim, okay? Shoulder width, leave that alone. Roughness, leave that alone. Center line lights, it should tell you, let me look. If it does not say, it don't have it. So change those off. So the edge lighting is going to be high intensity, and it's going to be HIRL. Distance sign, turn those off. Keep those where it is. Now the approach lighting. The approach lighting is going to be different for each side of the runway. So on runway 6, which is this one right here, it's going to be MALSR, which that does not change. So we're going to click none. It's this one, MALSR. Or it should be that one anyways. Yeah, there it goes. And just hide the ortho for a second so you can make sure. Cool. Okay, so that's taken care of. That is donezo's. Okay, so I'm going to continue just going down. The approach lighting, none. Touchdown lights, 2, none. Strobes, none. Now what you can do is you want to go ahead and rename it to the correct one. 6 and 2-4. Enter. Lock. Make sure you lock it, because when you're sitting here, you know, going through everything, what you don't want is you never ever want to start selecting everything and then Captain Henry, yo, what's going on? Hope all is well. So what you don't want is you don't want to start placing everything and then you accidentally move this, right? So now we got another runway, so it's literally the same process. Let's just go in here, select, place it in the middle, make sure it's in the direct middle. There you go. Hope all is well, man. Hope you're enjoying your nights. All right, so the runway is gonna be 1 3 1 1 3 and 3 1. So let's just change the name 1 3 3 1. Now go back on Sky Vector and just scroll down. You know, look for the next runway 1 3. Not available for scan. Blah blah blah. Okay, cool. Whatever. 39,997. We pretty much got it already by 75 feet. So let's just go ahead and change the width to 75. Bada beam, bada boom. That is good to rock and roll. The asphalt, whatever. Edge lighting is medium intensity. We are going to turn off center line lights, take off the distance signs, change the surface to transparent. The approach lighting, there is no approach lighting. So we're going to go approach lighting, none, approach lighting, none. Bam. Touchdown lights off, markings. I mean, just make sure these are selected none, because we are going to add markings, right? We're going to add the custom markings and everything. So it's no worry. Okay. So all that's good. We're going to go ahead and put that. We're going to select the 2 runways and just put runways, okay? Lock it, close this, okay? You have successfully placed. Thanks, hope all is well with you too. Yes, it is going great as of now. Just, you know, trying to do this tutorial for everyone. Alright, so now taxiways. So you want to place the taxiway. Cool. Go over here to pavement, select transparent. Do not hit asphalt or anything. Hit transparent, because that is going to allow you to put down the nice polygons. So now what you want to do is you just want to go and lightly place the transparent taxiway. Now, it doesn't really 100% matter how precise you get it, only because it is transparent, so it's not going to show. But what this allows you is, it basically tells X-Plane that this is a hard surface, right? So when you go over it, it's not going to read you as you're going in, let's say, like dirt. It's going to read you as going on asphalt. Because if you do not place this and you just place just the polygon, guess what's going to happen? It is going to read as dirt. Alright. So just rough, like I said, just rough estimate everything here. It don't have to be spot on perfect. So if you're wondering how I'm able to get these curves, I'll show you here. So when you click, you can drag, okay? Just hold the left mouse button and you can drag, and it gives you that nice curvature. It can be very tedious at times, and hopefully this airport makes me have to do some slight edits to the node. That's what you call them. So just slightly place everything here. So this is how I do it, all right? I place runways, taxiways, runway ground. So the runway ground, oh, here you go. Okay, so this is perfect. I accidentally rushed this a little bit too quick. So instead of going down here like you were supposed to, I kind of just went like straight like this, right? Of course, when you're doing the transparent, it don't have to be perfect, but just like this, if you hold Alt and select one of these, it allows you to individually select this. Now, if you hold on, there you go. Now that's so much better. Yeah, like I said, the transparent taxiways don't have to be perfect. Just a rough estimate. Okay. Now, we're actually crispy yoga mats. Hey, I very much enjoy your sceneries. Thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate it. It's greatly appreciated. Greatly appreciated. Thank you for the kind words, my man. Okay, so what I'd usually do is I do runways, taxiways, place all of them transparent. I go behind with the polygons for the runway. I place all the dirt and everything for the runway, and then I go back and start on the taxiways. It's not terrible. It can just get very time tedious. Okay, there it is. Glad you enjoy my scenery. Some question though, which one is your favorite? Which one is your favorite? I'm super curious. Personally, Buffalo is my favorite. That's just me. I love making that airport. It took 2 weeks to develop. 2 weeks to develop. But now that you guys know how to do the taxiways, like I said, just place them, set them as transparent. If I'm completely honest with you guys, I don't plan on stopping anytime soon for scenery. I honestly enjoy scenery. If you don't know, anyone new to the channel, anyone new to my scenery stuff, period. If you're not in the Discord and you haven't read the About Me, so I will tell you the purpose of TearWearDesigns. So basically, the purpose of TearWearDesigns is to basically allow beginner modelers, beginner texture people to be able to be on a team. That way they have the motivation to get better. And what I do is I basically say, hey, can you add this? And they might say, this is beyond my abilities at the moment. Or that sounded like Siri. Or they might say, I don't know about that. I'm like, look up tutorials, figure it out. Just like our modeler for Augusta and Toledo, for example, his name is Oreo, Captain Oreo on Discord. And, he started, I think, last summer. And his progress from then to now is night and day difference, okay? Night and day difference. Because at first he was not adding as much detail. He wasn't really adding gutters. He was just kind of like just putting it together and bada bing, bada boom. So I told him, I said, look, can you do this? Can you do that? I basically put him to the test. I am literally pushing these beginner modelers textures to get better and better. That way one day, if they really want to, they can go join a payware team that'll gladly take them. They can go join wherever they want to go. And Oreo he's really starting to head that direction. He's really pretty much there, just in the course of a few months. So that's just really the point of TearWearDesigns, is to offer people that's just starting into the whole modeling and texturing thing, to be able to allow them to come on a team and feel good about themselves that they're even on a team. Given the objects, they're not going to look 100%. They're not going to look grand. They're not going to look payware. But it's just the fact that I'm offering a beginner a spot on the team for them to get better. And that's literally all the purpose is. That's literally it. That's literally all the purpose is. All right. And of course, we do have our professional side of things, like Buffalo, Wassonville, Montpellier in France. A few of those. We have all that. but we also have our beginner side. So, you know, that's just kind of been my thing. I want to be able to give these beginner guys some opportunities. So, because, you know, no one else does that, you know. There's no one else out there on a scenery team that offers beginner modelers and stuff like that a spot on the team, because they're beginners. So they're not 100% the best. But I don't mind, and I want to give them an opportunity. So that's basically what TearWearDesigns is for. All right. But of course, I am very selective of who I choose. I just don't choose anyone saying I want to learn Blender. Can I be on the team? Because, you know, if I give you the developer role in the Discord, you're going to have access to, you know, betas and all that. So it's more of, I'm very selective who I choose. You know, are you actually willing to learn Blender? And if you don't give me any progress or anything without a certain amount of time, then you lose your role. So yeah. So we are actually doing pretty good on progress here. Are you going to be converting more of those Microsoft sceneries from the same developer as Buffalo and Montpellier? I honestly would like to. I have messaged some more Microsoft Flight Sim developers, and asked, like, I was trying to do, who is it? What's their name? I can't remember their name. I can't remember their name, but they did a huge international airport in Japan, not in Japan, Canada. They did a huge airport over there that I was going to try and transfer over, but they said they do not give me permission to use their models. So this is perfect. This is a perfect example. So, of course, we have two grass areas that's supposed to be here. So this is how you want to do it. So it's not going to work. This is the hole. This is the hole right here. All right. This is what you use to create a hole into the taxiway or whatever. So what you want to do is you want to select it. Select the taxiway. All right. Select the taxiway. Hit the hole. And you literally want to trace this. And then literally what this is going to allow you to do is literally make a hole into the taxiway so it doesn't read as the taxiway being right here. Okay. So literally just trace it just like normal. But you have to make sure this taxiway is selected or it's not going to work. Yeah, I would like to be able to transfer more Microsoft Flight Sim stuff. It just, some developers say no, and then a lot of them just don't even reply back to me. So yeah. Good stuff so far. Thank you. Appreciate it. Beautiful. Alrighty. So now that is creating a hole. See, there's no actual taxiway there anymore. So this side is done. And also what you can do is, let's just say, you know, you have two different taxiways that you're trying to connect together. Select one, hit this little green dot, this little node here, and it literally just connects together just like that. All right, cool. So this side is pretty much done. Select all. I can select all here and see where we're at. Cool. But yeah, I was trying to do a big international Canadian airport, but the developer said no, so kind of had to scratch that idea. Okay, so this is where it kind of can get a little weird. So when you're having stuff like this, just kind of just make like a little box area. Don't have to be precise with it. Just kind of like put in a little something something here. Just to kind of cover up everything. Like this, we can just go to this fence and then this fence right here, and then we can just go up like this, and then we can actually kind of just keep going straight. Actually, we can go actually, it just kind of depends on how you want to divide it. So okay, I'll tell you what. This is what we'll do. So we're actually going to go ahead and just like pre-make this hole right here. Just like this. Pity to hear that. It's unfortunate when people don't want to share things for the benefit of the community. Yeah. Luckily, the guy for Buffalo, Montpelier, and Watsonville, you know, that's actually the same guy. Luckily, he was nice enough and lended me his models with his credits. So huge shout out to him. Very cool dude. Very, very nice guy. He gave me models for another airport. I just didn't have the time to quickly download it. So I actually sent him another message asking him if he can resend the link for the models, but I haven't heard anything back yet. I think it was CYTZ, and it's gonna be a freeware. You know, same quality as always, custom textures and all, but sadly, he said no. What version of WED do you use? I use version 2.5 for X-Plane 12. I use version 2.5. Then we can actually just go down here. We can go down here. Go down. Now I'm kind of tracing it by color, which you know it works, especially for what I'm doing here, because that little GA area is going to be a little bit of a pain. So now what you want to do is just grab it, connect the nodes together, connect the nodes together. Cool. So now we're going to go back to Taxiway, and we're going to make this little GA spot right here. Make this GA. Yo, what's up, Shaq? How's it going? Hope all is well. You are here indeed. Oh, glad you can make it. Glad you can make it. So we're actually going to make this its own little area. And of course, we're going to go ahead and just pre-make this hole. And we're going to go ahead and pre-make this hole as well. And then we're going to go ahead and pre-make this hole. There you go. Sometimes you kind of have to just go ahead and pre-make them and just divide them up and then connect all the nodes together. It just depends how it goes. Going good. What airport you making? Columbus, Georgia. KCSG. It's in the title. It's an airport in Georgia. We actually have a lot of holes to do. So again, guys, select it. Hit the hole up here on the selection right here. It's going to look like a chainsaw with a ripped hole inside the paper. And make sure the taxiway is selected. And then go ahead and start making the holes. Yeah, I'm making Columbus, Georgia. Endeavor CRJs go in here all the time. Actually, I think it's Sky West. I can't remember exactly. It's one of those. CRJs go into here, and I think a couple other airlines go into here. There's no, like, you know, 777s or anything come in, but hey. I've been in here in real life before, so it's just kind of a very desperately needed project. And it's honestly perfect for a tutorial as well. You know, all this dirt, I have to show you guys how to model and everything. Okay. I should be going live tomorrow, everybody. We're going to be doing a flight tomorrow, actually. Maybe a late night live development stream. Not entirely sure. It just honestly really just depends. But it's going to be good. I'm telling you, it's going to be really good. So normally how I do my flows, regionals always need some love. Yes, they do. They do. They really do. You know, in X-Plane, we don't have enough of those either. We really don't. We're going to fix this in a sec. And in X-Plane, we don't have much regionals at all. I would say we have more regionals in Microsoft than we do in X-Plane. You know, especially with us we got the CRJ now. They actually just released version 1.3. Outstanding. Still needs a little bit of work, but the LNAV is getting there. It's getting more beautiful as the time goes. And then, you know, we're getting the X-Craft's ERJ coming as well. So it's going to be exciting. I'm very excited. So we're going to fix this right here. If you want to make a new node, you want to hold Alt and select a spot on the line and then just move it where you want. I'm just going to move it right here. I mean, if you want, you can even do this if you really want to get tidy into it. Just ignore what I did. Cool. So now we can select, see what taxiways we have left. Okay, so all this is done. That is not a taxiway. That is a car park. Beautiful. Yeah, we got the ERJ coming. We got the CRJ here. You know, we got so much. So much. So, and plus this is also a GA airport as well. So, all right, cool. So now we're going to just continue tracing these right here. These are the transparent taxiways. Make sure they're transparent because remember, if they are not transparent, then you can't place the polygons. Well, I mean, technically you can, but you have to be a lot more precise with your placement or else you're going to get the default ground showing outer or like showing other parts of the polygon. So like if you have the taxiway like, you know, right here, and then, you know, you only place the polygon right here, you're going to be able to see the default taxiway. So just set it to transparent and then you don't even got to worry about it. So you can literally just place how it is. There's the BAE 146, the Metroliner Saab 340. Yeah, exactly. I think Delta used to fly the Saabs into here when they actually operated the Saabs. So I'm pretty sure they did. I'd have to look at some history, but remember, guys, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment down below, share to your friends. We greatly appreciate it. See if we can hit 5 likes today. I know it's kind of a very late stream, but I had some stuff to do, like write 2 college essays in the matter of a little bit of time. And one of them's actually due in 15 minutes, but I ran into an issue, so I had to email my professor. Boy, fun times. Well, at least I turned in the other one in, so it's okay. But yeah, tomorrow we should be live. Which sim, I don't know. I want to do Microsoft, but I still have not done a fight in there yet ever since I got out of Microsoft. So, you know, I just don't want to go live on Microsoft Flight Sim and then something happens. All right. So we're almost done with this one. Just keep tracing. Just keep tracing. You know, one thing I can say, WED is kind of like coloring. You're literally coloring the airport. I knew they flew the stop from Atlanta to Chattanooga. Saw one departing there back in the day at Atlanta. Yeah, I did too. I missed the Saabs. The Delta Saab 340s were so beautiful. Something about them. But yeah, if they did Atlanta to Chattanooga, then they definitely did Atlanta to Columbus, 100%. So, and I know they used to fly 7.5s in a year from Atlanta. It's literally like a 15-minute flight. Not joking. Okay, so all this is good. So this is all the taxiways so far. There's really not many. I mean, we're already about done with all the taxiway places. So remember, guys, just reminder: make sure they are set to transparent. All right, beautiful. Sweet. You know, I like to do most of this airport on stream as well, so you guys ain't missing anything. And the stuff I do off stream is going to be stuff that you guys already know. So this is basically going to be like the WED tutorial, basically. I've been getting so many questions to make a WED tutorial. And I actually had some episodes like filmed. I didn't really like the videos too much, so I deleted them. Oops. So here we are making live streams. Ugh, I'm tired. Okay, so we're gonna go here. We're just gonna loop this over. No big deal. If you want, we can actually make this an entire other taxiway as well. Just make it easy. Actually, nah. We'll just kind of cut it here and then go back down. Alright, cool. So if you guys have any questions about WED, let me know. Please let me know. Anyone here like Takis? I've been craving Takis recently. I have no idea why. Alright, beautiful. Alright, so when we actually finish these taxiways, it's probably going to be the end of the first episode. So remember, everyone, so the holes, remember, make sure it's selected, grab the hole, and just trace. Alright. These can be a little bit tricky. All right, cool. Make sure there's no more holes that need to be placed. I can't tell if that's one. How much blender do you know? How much blender do I know? I mean, like, I know a tad bits. Like, I can make, like, a very simple hanger. I just couldn't go too crazy. Like, a single, like, a simple hanger, meaning as, a one-door hanger, basically. And that's it. I would like to get to know more. It's just it's so time consuming, because that's another program I have to learn, and it took me a good year to get where I am today with WED. So honestly probably a year and a half ish. But I am actually looking at getting the scenery over to Microsoft. So Augusta is going to be on there. What else? Augusta. Maybe Toledo. And that's pretty much it. All right, beautiful. I'll make sure these connect as well. Beautiful. All the taxiways are placed here. As you can tell, needs no more holes. These are like basically driveways, so there's no need to put a taxiway there. So what we're actually going to do is we're going to put these by groups. So we're going to click the top, hold shift, click the bottom, hit Control G, and then we're going to name this taxiways. Close the drop down, lock and lock. Oh boy. Let me go target explain version. Boom. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, that's right. So it's going to take a little bit to save. Oops. All right. Oh boy. This is entertaining. But yeah, Blue, so I actually uploaded that video into DC on YouTube, so you guys, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, like, leave a comment down below, share your friends. We really appreciate it. Oh boy. I forgot how long it takes. All right. Cool. So if you ever figure out what caused that XP12 crash, it was, I think it was shared flight, because I deleted share flight, and then after I deleted share flight, it was 100% okay, because I redid the flight. So yeah, I have no idea. All right, cool. So that is all good to rock and roll. As you can see, I got everything here. Everything's placed as far as taxiways. Everything is good to rock and roll. So now everything is prepared to start the ground, okay? So I'm actually just going to walk everyone through just one runway, just so you can just see how it is. So first, we got stuff like this. Oh, I'm tired, excuse me. So we're going to go down here. We're going to go Mr. X, library. Mr. X, library, ground textures. And so we're going to use this. We're going to use the... We're going to use the dark for this aspect. And we're going to use... the Asphalt 3 base. It's more of this. Yeah, so we're going to use the Asphalt 4 base, actually. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over here, go all the way down. So now we're basically just tracing things in. So go ahead and just select that. You want to hit enter. Hit V to get the vertex tool and just kind of just maneuver this around. And of course, you can change the heading as well. So if you go view, pavement transparency, solid, make sure it's with the flow. So I think it's like, I think it's 240. Okay, 060, 050, 65, 040, 45, 50, 51, 55, 53. Is that good? Is that satisfactory? Well, 54. Okay, yeah. 54 seems to be the hot spot. So yeah, 54. And then we're gonna go ahead and start placing these too. Just so it's here. And I don't know if there's... And on the other side, no, there is not. Okay, cool. So now the polygons are placed. So we're actually going to go ahead and start making the group for the polygons. So we're going to, of course, select those. Control G, runway, polygons. So did you drop out of AirX simulation or whatever? What happened to that? Yes, I absolutely did. I did indeed. I did indeed. Okay, so we're not going to worry about the TARs right here yet. I'm going to show you guys some of the things. So if we go airport, I can't remember exactly where it is. I think it's ground markings, runways B. Yes. So we're going to place this just like this. Ah, yes. Okay. Now this is where it gets fun. So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to place the threshold. So what you want to do is, so with the heading of the this object here, heading 53.81, you want to copy it and you want to paste this into this one. That way it's literally the exact same, okay? I also saw you made the IH free instead of $20 now, or Eric said. Yeah, they did. They did. It's I wish I could say what I want to say, but I can't. But yeah. Okay, so we're going to place this. We're going to place this and make sure it's the same heading, because if it's not the same heading, it's going to start looking super weird and it's going to be disgusting. Okay? So make sure they are all the same heading and just place it according to the real life thing. There we go. That is good to go. This is good to go. Beautiful. And then now, I sometimes have issues with Mr. X runway marking objects. They seem very blurry even at medium distances. I don't know if this is the LOD. That is not the LOD. That is actually a setting in X-Plane. That is actually the same for every single other library, every single other scenery. No matter what, like that's just how it looks, sadly. That's just a problem on X-Plane's end. That's not a problem on like the scenery or you. Because I have the same issue. I just kind of ignore it, to be honest with you. So literally you're just wanting to just paste it. But please make sure it's all the same heading. Please do not, because if we do like 51.51 for example, it's a little crooked, right? And when you're coming on approach and you're landing, you're gonna be able to see that crookedness. Okay, I'm telling you. So just keep everything the same and it's gonna look beautiful, trust me. I can even do this. Beautiful. Because the ZDP or alias ones look much clearer for whatever reason. Probably because they are a polygon. But even the polygons, like there's still issues with the polygons as well. Just because of the weird X-Plane settings. I have no idea why. I can't remember what setting it is in the X-Plane graphics settings, but it's this, it's horrible. Because if you raise it, it looks so much better, but you lose performance. So are those polys, not OBJs? They are polys, or no, not polys. These are OBJs. They are objects. I prefer the objects. So okay, so when you get to the other side, and you place the next taxi or the next runway number, make sure that both of these are actually the same exact heading. That way it just doesn't look weird. We can actually go ahead and start placing the center line as well. So we'll select here. We'll go down all the way to the other side of the runway. Select here. Now we are going to beautifully have a nice little center line. Beautiful. So how do you apply the X-Plane 12 weathering to those textures? Okay, so basically, simple as hell. Get a weather map PNG. You can make it in like GIMP, paint.net. You want to make it, I think it's green is the more wetness, red is puddles, blue is snow. Change it using the RGB coloring. And then save it as a PNG. Put it in the directory of all the poll files, and then change each poll, open it with Notepad, and literally add this. as long as you name that weather map that you made in like a Photoshop app as that. Okay? So like if you named it like XP12 weather, it's going to be like this. XP12 weather. So yeah. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Okay, so let's actually get these edge things as well. So if we go here, yeah. Let's go ahead and get these edge things. These edge lines. Because we got the center line. We got all that shenanigans. Beautiful. Do you know how to make scenery for Microsoft as well, or just XP? I am learning how to make scenery for Microsoft. One of the first sceneries that's going to be releasing for Microsoft is going to be Augusta Regional. CRJs flying there from Atlanta all the time. So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see how it goes. But I am currently looking at tutorials on how to do it. Okay, so literally you just want to place the white edge line, place the numbers that's up here, and you know you don't have to use the libraries I am using, but now we can go ahead and go runway markings.pole, and we can place this right here. And this one right here actually gets a little more tedious, I would say, because this is when things start getting weird quick. So it's a pole now, so you kind of have to like line everything up just like so. Yeah, guys, remember live stream tomorrow. I don't know what time yet, but it shouldn't be like too early. Shouldn't be too late. So just keep an eye out. I think we'll be back in X-Plane 12. Okay, so that looks good. So if you want to select this, hit Alt, because you want it to be literally the exact same. And then just drag it on over to the one over here. And then just do minor adjustments as needed. Cool. So that's rocking and rolling. Now, fun part. Not really. This part is mid. So now we're going to go and we're going to do skid marks. Okay. So these seem to be a little bit on the lighter side. We'll do 25 maybe. Actually, we'll do 30. Actually, no, we'll do 25. Yeah. And we'll start about right here, and then we'll end it about right here. It's too much repeating. Make sure these are all centered as well. Beautiful. All right, so those skids are now placed. Another thing you can do is we're actually going to have a nice transition between these two. So we're going to get a tar dot line, and we're just going to trace these because these are two different colors of asphalt, right? So if I just leave this alone, the transition between the two is going to be super weird, okay? It's going to turn out looking not good at all. So just make sure that when you have two different colors or like color variants, always place the tar dot line so it's a nice smooth transition. You see? Nice and smooth. It's going to improve the quality so much more. Beautiful. Okay. Now, another thing before I go to bed. We can actually go here to search, go to dirt, make sure it's on laminar. I usually like to do the edge, just depending on, so yeah, this one's perfect. The edge underscore D 20 meters. Boom. So that's going to give some nice, beautiful effect. There we go. Okay, so there's one side done. And we can have another side done right here. Oh, crap. Wrong way. This way. Beautiful. So it looks like we have a lot of tars. So of course, we're gonna model all these. It's just gonna be kind of last. So, but all this is done. All this is done. This runway is literally completely finished. Except for the chevrons. I'll tell you guys about that later. But yeah, so this is how we're gonna do it. Those dirt edge lines are an X-Plane 12 only feature. Don't recall seeing them for X-Plane version 11. Yes, they are only for X-Plane 12. So we're not going to worry. So these dirt right here, we're actually going to select these. And we're going to go dirt / tar / grunge. And then we're going to go ahead and lock these in place. All these are going to be the runway. Are you going to show the progress? Are you going to show the progress in X-Plane 12? We're gonna do that probably in a later episode. In this episode, no. We're gonna do that in a later episode only because we don't have really like much to show. Of course, probably once we get this runway finished and some taxiways, then I'll probably start going in and showing everyone. But yeah, so. Because, I mean, there's really not... The only thing to show right now was literally just this. I mean, that's literally it. So, there's really not much to show. So, but yeah, we'll do that on a later episode. But right quick, I'm going to show you this. We're actually going to select all these. I like to name this, like, runway markings. So, both of the runways are going to go into there. So, this is kind of just how I organize everything. So we're going to hit Control S, Control B, hope that nothing is good. So scenery ID, whatever. We'll put 2D. Okay, whatever. All right, cool. So I'm just going to ignore this. Yeah, because, I mean, it still loads. Okay, cool. All right. So that's going to be it for this episode, everybody. Sorry I couldn't do more. I wish I could have done more, but it's just it's getting way too late and I honestly just need to go to bed. I'm sitting here yawning. I literally just wanted to do a quick episode just to kind of show you guys how everything is done, how everything is organized, how to get started, kind of just explain everything. I really hope everyone enjoyed the first episode of the WED tutorial. Tomorrow might be in episode 2. Probably a little bit earlier, probably about 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Maybe a little bit earlier. It really just depends on how my day goes, how tired I am. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope this video tutorial helped. Thank you, everyone, for hanging out with me. Don't forget to share to your friends. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.